Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me for Vinyasa Yoga. Today's class will focus on shoulder and upper back strength. So we'll start by finding a comfortable seat on the mat. Be sure to pull the flesh away from those sit bones so that you're starting off nice and stable. Draw the navel in towards your spine and allow the crown of the head to reach towards the sky. Bring the shoulder blades together and down the back and place the hands on the thighs, palms up, and close your eyes. And just start to watch your breath and allow that breath to flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Start to bring the breath into balance by making the inhale the same length as the exhale. Often in yoga, we really think about flexibility, but we also need to think about strength. In our world, many of us tend to lean forward a lot, whether we're driving or at our computer. And because of that, these upper back muscles can become weak and overstretched, while the chest muscles become tight. So today we're really going to focus on strengthening the upper back and shoulders to help to bring the shoulders up, allow us to have our nice broad chest, and start to work on reducing the rounded aspect of the shoulders. Bring the hands together at your heart in Anjali Mudra. We'll breathe together 3 times, and on the third exhale, share the sound of Om. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And for the third time together, inhale. Om. Bow your head. Place the hands on the thighs. Softly open your eyes, looking forward. So we'll start today by laying on our backs. So go ahead and lay down comfortably. The arms can be by your sides, legs stretched out nice and long. And as you inhale, arms come up overhead until the thumbs touch the floor behind you. And as you exhale, arms come back down by your sides. You're moving with your breath at your own pace, just lifting and lowering the arms. The next time your arms are by your sides, you can pause there and then draw the knees into the chest. Keep your right hand on your right knee and the left hand on the left knee. As you inhale, the knees pull away from the chest as the arms straighten. And then as you exhale, draw the knees back in. Inhale, knees pull away, arms straighten. Exhale, draw the knees back in. The next time you hug those knees in, pause there. Bring the arms out like a T, palms face the sky. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, begin to tip those legs to the right. As you twist to the right, if it's okay for the head and neck, you can turn the head to look towards your left. Slowly draw the knees back up, head and neck come back to neutral. On the next exhale, tip the legs over to the left, twisting to the left, and if it's okay for you, you can turn the head to look to the right. Slowly draw the knees back up. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, and we're going to roll over onto our bellies. So just roll over onto your belly. You can cross the forearms in front of you and just rest the head. Bend your knees and rock those legs from side to side. Let the legs become still. Point your toes. Flex the feet. Point and flex. One more time. Point and flex. Let those feet come back to neutral. Lower the legs to the ground. Extend your arms out in front of you so that the palms are on the mat or on the floor. As you inhale, your arms, your head, your chest, and your legs simultaneously lift up off of the mat. As you exhale, lower. Inhale, head, chest, arms, legs, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more on your own here. No need to rush. You're moving with your breath. When you finish, you can press back to child's pose. From child's pose, bring yourself up to all fours, hands and knees. Curl the toes under. Start to shift the hips towards the heels. Knees lift just a little bit as you press back through the heels, coming to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Start to bend the knees, go back down into child's pose. As you inhale, come back up all fours. Curl those toes under. Shift back, downward facing dog. Start to bend the knees once again. Go back down into child's pose. Bring yourself up to all fours, and one more time, we'll shift back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Start to walk your feet forward towards your hands, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Relax the head and neck here. Press down through your feet. Allow the arms to start to lift. Once they're in line, use the core, come all of the way up. As you exhale, bring the hands together at the heart. So we'll stand in Tadasana Mountain Pose. Start to make some nice big circles with those shoulders going backwards. Pause, and then reverse the direction. Let the shoulders become still. Find your yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, you really don't need it. You could hold on to a book or a dumbbell, even a bottle of water. It's just something for us to hold on to. So we're going to stand in Tadasana and then place the block in the hands, bringing the arms up overhead. Draw the navel in. And as you exhale, begin to bend the elbows so you're lowering that block behind your head. As you inhale, draw it back up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, up. Keep going. When you bend those elbows, try not to let them wing out to the sides. Also, the movement starts in the elbows, not the shoulders. See if you can do 4 more. When you're finished, you can just pause and lower the block, coming back to Tadasana. Nice job. Stand in Tadasana at the top of the mat. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. As you inhale, bring yourself up halfway. And then as you exhale, fold forward. Step back to downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg out behind you, and then step that right foot forward between the hands. You're going to root down through the sole of that left foot, and let that left foot turn out slightly to the left. As you inhale, arms sweep up. This is Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Shoulder blades are squeezing together, lowering down the back. As you inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, fold forward over that right leg. Come up on the ball of the left foot, step back, downward facing dog. Start to walk your feet forward towards the hands once again, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Press down through your feet, arms start to lift. Once they're in line with the ears, use the core, come all the way up. Exhale, hands come together at your heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from your hips. As you inhale, bring yourself up halfway. As you exhale, fold, step back, downward facing dog. Sweep that left leg out behind you. Step that left foot forward between the hands, and then root down through the sole of the right foot, Toes point out slightly to the right. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Shoulder blades come together and down the back. Left knee bends. As you inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, hinge forward over that left leg. Relax the head and neck here. Come up on the ball of the right foot. Step back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to float forward to plank. You can do a knee up plank or a knee down plank. Either one is fine. Draw the navel in. Focus on your breath. Shift back, downward facing dog. Once again, float forward to plank. Knees can be up or down. This time, we're going to come down to the forearms. So just lower to your forearms, elbows are right under your shoulders, wrists come straight out from those elbows. Breathe here. Come back up onto the hands, back to plank, shift back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sweep that right leg out behind you. Step it forward between your hands. Root down through the sole of that left foot. Inhale, arms sweep up, coming to Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Lower your arms, straighten the right leg, and bring your feet to parallel. Extend the arms out in front of you, palms face the floor. Cross the right arm over the left as high as you can, and then bend your elbows. So perhaps the backs of your hands touch, or maybe you can get that left hand around once more so the palms touch. Either way is fine. The fingertips start to reach towards the sky. And then press those fingertips to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Breathe here. Draw the hands back in towards your face. Lower them away from the ceiling. Carefully unwind. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Oops. Exhale, fold forward. Relax the head and neck here. Place the hands on the hips, press down through the feet to bring yourself up. So we're going to come up on the heel of this left foot, toes turn in slightly. Come up on the heel of this right foot, toes turn out 90 degrees. Arms come parallel to the mat. Gaze out over the right fingertips, and then bend the right knee. Coming to Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Cartwheel the hands down, one on either side of that right foot. Step back, down dog. Float the body forward to plank, knees up or down. Lower the forearms down to the mat. Keep the navel drawn in. Come back up onto the hands, coming back to your plank. Shift back, downward facing dog. Sweep the left leg out behind you. Step it forward between your hands. Root down through the sole of that right foot. Toes point out slightly. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. So I'm facing the wrong way, but basically I want you to come back to your wide-legged stance. Arms by your sides. Bring the arms out parallel to the ground and cross that left arm over the right as high as you can. Bend the elbows. Backs of the hands touch, or maybe the right hand comes around once more. Draw those fingertips up towards the sky, and then press the fingertips to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Bring the hands back in towards the face. Lower them away from the ceiling. Carefully unwind, arms come by your sides. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Relax the head and neck here. Place the hands on the hips, press down through the feet to bring yourself up. Come up on the heel of that right foot, toes turn in slightly. Come up on the heel of the left foot, toes turn out 90 degrees. Arms come parallel to the mat. Gaze out over the left fingertips. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, let that left knee bend. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands down, one on either side of your left foot. Step back to downward facing dog. Float forward to plank. Lower down to those forearms. Come back up onto the hands. Press back, downward facing dog. Start to walk your feet forward, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Here, see if you can grab opposite elbows. Really try to relax the head and neck here. And just let the body sway naturally. Release the hands. Press down through the feet. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands come together at the heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to downward facing dog. So from downward facing dog, you're going to come down to those forearms. And then just walk the feet forward a bit, coming to dolphin pose. Slowly lower the knees down to the mat. Shift back to child's pose. Come to lay on your belly. Once again, grab your block. And we're going to hold it out in front of us on the ground. As you inhale, head, chest, arms, legs, lift. So you're going to continue to breathe as you take your right hand with the block behind you. Notice my left hand is still forward. Reach back with the left hand. The right arm comes forward. Reach forward with the left, grasp the block with both hands, and lower. Inhale, lift. Continue to breathe. Take the right hand with the block, sweep it behind you. Left hand sweeps back, grab the block. Right hand sweeps forward, left hand sweeps forward, lower. One more time. Inhale, everything lifts. Reach that right arm back. Now reach the left. Right arm comes forward, followed by the left, lower. Take a moment, shift back to child's pose. And then come back to lay on the belly. Grasp the block with both hands. On the inhale, head, chest, arms, legs, lift. Left arm sweeps back with the block. Now the right hand. Grasp the block with the right hand. Left arm sweeps forward, followed by the right, lower. Everything lifts. Sweep the left arm back with the block. Meet it with the right. Left arm comes forward, followed by the right, lower. One more time. Inhale, everything lifts. Sweep the block back with that left arm. Meet it with the right. Left arm comes forward, followed by the right. Slowly lower. Shift back to child's pose. Roll over onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. You can rock side to side a little bit here if that feels good to you. And then become still. Make sure you're relaxing your shoulder blades to the earth. Lower the soles of the feet to the mat. Bring your arms by your sides, palms face the floor. Draw the pelvic floor up and the navel in. Press down through the feet. Lift the hips. And then as you exhale, lower those hips. Engage here. Press down through the feet. Lift the hips. So we're going to hold the pose here. If you'd like, you can work those shoulders beneath you, clasping the hands together, and then pressing the fist and the arms into the ground. Make sure you're breathing. So we're going to start to unwiggle those shoulders, unclasp the hands, lower the hips down to the mat, and then hug those knees into the chest. Rock side to side here. Become still. Lower the soles of the feet to the mat. So we're going to do the same twist that we did at the beginning of class, but we're going to add a slight adjustment to it. So lift your hips and then bump them over to the left 3 inches or so. Lower the hips down. Arms come out like a T, palms face the sky. Bring the knees in towards the chest, and on an exhale, begin to twist to the right. So you're tipping those legs over to the right. If it's okay for you, you can turn that head and neck to look towards the left. Start to draw the knees back up. Head and neck come back to neutral. Lower the feet to the mat. Bring the hips back to center. Press down through the feet. Lift the hips and then bump them over to the right, about 3 inches or so. Lower the hips. Draw the knees into the chest. On an exhale, begin to twist to your left. So you're tipping those legs over to the left. If you'd like, you can turn the head towards the right. Start to draw those knees back up. Lower the feet to the ground. Lift the hips. Bring them back to neutral. Keep those arms out like a T, palms face the sky. Draw the knees in towards the chest and press the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Start to lower the legs until they're about 2 inches away from the mat. You'll bring the knees into the chest. Press the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Lower those legs until they're about 2 inches away from the ground. Draw the knees in. Press the feet up. Lower and repeat. Two more. When you finish, you can just hug those knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Keep your knees hugged into the chest, but then bring those knees out like a V. Take the arms between the legs and see if you can grasp the pinky toe sides of the feet. And then guide the soles of the feet to look up towards the sky. So here you can rock side to side, or you can stay still, whichever one feels better for you. Relax the shoulders to the earth here. Watch the breath flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Place the soles of the feet on the mat and let the soles of the feet come together as those knees open up out to the sides. Arms are by your sides. As you inhale, they come up overhead until those thumbs touch the floor behind you. As you exhale, arms come back down by your sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. The next time those arms are by your sides, pause there. Extend the legs out nice and long. And we'll begin to transition into Shavasana, the last pose of our class. If laying on your back is not comfortable, please feel free to modify. Arms are by your sides, palms face the sky. Arms are a few inches away from the body. Allow the feet to just flop open. Relax your jaw by creating a space between the top and bottom rows of teeth. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth, and then let your eyes rest in their sockets. Resist the urge to make subtle movements. Allow the natural breath to take over. rest in Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen the breath, becoming aware of the room once again and becoming aware of your body. You can make any subtle movements that feel good, like wiggling your fingers and wiggling the toes. You can rotate through the wrists and the ankles and turn that head gently from side to side. And then stretch through the arms and the legs like you're just waking up. Nice full body stretch. And then roll to the right side in the fetal position, and we'll stay there for a few breaths. Keeping the eyes closed if you'd like. Use those arms to bring yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Once you get there, you can bring those hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, working on upper back and shoulder strength. And in yoga, we do work on flexibility a lot, but everyone is created differently. Some people are naturally more flexible than others. Some people are more stable than others. So we have to find what works best for us. And if you find that you are having instability issues in certain joints, then maybe practice some strengthening poses for those areas. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering. May you have ease and well-being. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.